It's a short kickoff. Looks like it has not gone in. Everyone's waiting. That's Taylor Anderson on the tackle for the Valkyries. The ball was taken well by Columbus. Oh, a little bit slippery to handle this morning early. Another ball out from Devonna Francis. Moved it on the weak side. It was picked up from a spill from the tackle, picked up by Kate Combs. It's a good tackle from Columbus. That ball is coming out. It's a rush from Diamond Mettenberg, number 7, as you can see. Not quite in. That was an excellent cover tackle from, I believe, Marcia Baylor. Excellent cover tackle. Ball comes out again. That's Libby Berg back inside to Whitney Swenson. Finish to the Valkyries. A little bit of slippery start for Columbus. A little slippery. It's a lot of pressure on the ball. I'm sure it's wet and the hands are cold, so they're going to just need to settle that down for a moment. That was just a couple of mishandles there that turned into trouble for the Columbus team. Sort that out. Come back. Looks like Whitney Swenson lining up for the attempt on the conversion for the Valkyries. And the conversion is short, so that one goes unconverted. Columbus will come back at the kick. Ready to put the ball back in play for Columbus. Looks like it's Devonna Francis. And it's fielded by Cody Weber for the Valkyries. Close to Volstad. Ball's gone to ground. Good counter rucking by Columbus. Almost retrieved that ball. Ball comes out. This is a short ball into Molly Glidden. Scrum half Sorkalan has it out to the right. Trying to move that ball quickly. Looks like it's tied up. And we have an offside, which the Valkyries take quickly and move through the hands pretty quickly, putting some pressure on the Columbus defense. Another good cover tackle by Marcia Bailu. Make sure that attack was stunted. And the ball's come free from that tackle. Looks like we're playing advantage on the knock. It's advantage to Columbus, so they'll play this advantage. Looks like Kiki Jordan coming hard. And we have this ball out. It's a great step, really dangerous step from Nikki Post. Steps inside. Another tackle by Sarah Roche. Columbus has that ball out quickly. It's an excellent ball out by the numbers 7, the Queen Symphony. We'll play through phases here. An inside run. Good damaging run from Kiki again. Devonna Francis has it out. Another damaging run for the midfield. Looks like from the top forward, so I can't see the number. That ball is being contested. Looks like it was stolen, but that is penalty against the Valkyries. Played too long on the floor with that attempt to steal. First really dangerous long run by Nikki Post. We'll see more of that today. So she's a very evasive runner. So Columbus will choose what to do with this penalty. Looks like they're not going to kick. They're just going to tap and run. Hard run from one of the forwards. Stood up by Diamond Medinger. That's Lily Darvell taking that hard run. Really good job accounting for a lot of tackles, but the ball is stolen. And that's a penalty. Too much playing the ball in the tackle. Just going to clarify what he'd like to see there. Going to tap and run again to Peaky. She accounts for a number of tacklers. She's dropped the ball in contact that time, however. Spilled it forward. So we'll play first scrum of the game. First scrum of the game to the Valkyries. In a dangerous spot, good attacking position for Columbus if they can turn this ball over. First scrum, Lucius is going to make sure he's got this sorted out. Looks like he might have a request for a cleanup here. Cleanup on aisle 10. I'll have to get some clarification for you. The woman wearing the number 10 jersey is clearly the one playing scrum half, so I might be calling her by the wrong name. I think that's Devon Francis. That's who we showed on the roster is to be wearing the 10. I'll try to get that sorted out for you. Viewers from Columbus probably know the answer to that. Looks like she's sorted out and coming right back on, so that is good. All right, referee's called time back on. First scrum. So that's the Valkyries scrum half, Drea Sordelon, who puts that in. Looks like a pretty clean Sable scrum. She has it out to Whitney Swenson, out to Sarah Shea, and I believe we got an offside, which the Valkyries choose to quick tap quickly. That was Whitney Swenson taking a quick tap to Kate Combs. And Sordelon is calling for some help. Has it to Andresen, and that's Libby Berg, number 3, taking a run into that hinge area. Out quickly again to Molly Glidden. That's Emily Glanville, number 11, tied up there. It was a good tackle again by Lou, and out quickly. Pass has gone loose, gone to ground, gone to touch. Going to be a turnover. Back to what was a slightly forward pass, which happened obviously before the ball went to touch, so this will be the second scrum of the match, this one to Columbus. And Francis will have it in. We'd like to reset that.
Let's go, Squirrels! Squad! Coach! Down! 5! Set! Steady!
Nice and steady scrum, well done. Regan going play. Anderson read that. It was a good hard run from Menke at number 8. The wing came into play scrum half. The pass wasn't quite what the receivers expected, and tiny knock on there, so that'll come back. The pass was from Danielle Walker Siva Siu. So third scrum. Both scrums have been solid on both sides. So it's always a good start to the match to have solid, clean scrummaging. Doesn't look like we'll have issues here.
Coach. 5. Cut.
Clean feed, and now picked up by the Valkyries, number 8, into the midfield, and that's lost forward. So both teams showing a lot of interest in running off the base of their scrum, and why not? It's good team possession. And both number 8s are clearly happy to get up with the ball in their hands, so this will be interesting to watch how this plays out. So now the fourth scrum, this one to Columbus, in an excellent attacking position, very wide right-hand blind, so if they choose to attack off the right-hand blind on this one, they've got a lot of space to work with. We'll see. A nice clean push. Looks like they're going to go to the strong side, straight out to the backs. It's a hesitation on that pass. It was a missed pass from Abby Radnitzer. In the asserted lane. Looks like we've got a break here by Kelsey Reese, number 13. And the ball out quickly to number 6, Mary Cooner. Another quick recycle. Forwards here, damaging run, that's Lulu Darville, number 3. And another quick ball, they created a nice overlap here. Not quite able to take advantage of that overlap, that was an excellent insertion from Nikki Post. That ball out quickly. It's a good tackle from Bolstad, the Valkyries. Really good repeated phase attack here. Francis is doing an excellent job keeping this ball in play and moving it continually through the hands of Radnitzer. One more lane wider. Looks like we have another tackle situation, and the Valkyries have come off sides at that. Got a little too ambitious, and the defensive pressure stepped forward before the ball was out. So we'll see what the choice is for Columbus. It's a kickable position. It's also a good attacking position if they'd like to go to a lineout. Looks like number 11, Marcea Bailu, has got an equipment thing to fuss with, so for boot. So this isn't an injury stoppage. Looks like we might be going for post. I see that kicker has a tee in her hands. So they'll line this up for posts. It's right on the 22-meter line, just a little off center. And again, this is a live ball. If it doesn't score, it will be in play. Looks like it's a good kick. The flags did not go up. It looked all right, but I'm at a bad angle to see, but the flags did not go up, and the referee's calling for a drop, so that must have gone just slightly wide. You're probably laughing at me because from the drone, I'm sure you can see that very easily. So the Valkyries will put it back in play. The drop kick off to the flat. It's going to go to touch. So that's a turnover to Columbus. This will be our first line out. A really good attacking sequence from Columbus there. Lots of phases, good attacking runs, damaging runs by a number of different attackers. They'll want to get back in position to try to get some points out of the next visit inside the 22. And tap off the top makes it difficult for a scrum half to handle that, so it's been turned over. Valkyries have taken possession of that lineup. So with me out to Sarah O'Shea, who's inserted. And she has got some finishing speed, so we'll see. She keeps it alive to Kate Combs, who has kept that alive to Oshana Wright. Excellent cover tackles by Columbus to stop each of those penetrating runs. Looks like we have it back out again. Valkyries have it out again to 12. Erica Crosby. Sortillon has it out yet again. Looks like that might be Katie Weber. And the slow ball turned over and clear. Somebody down. Looks like it might be a Columbus player who was at the bottom of that piece. Then a turned over ball at the lineout turned into that attacking possession for the Valkyries. So possession being the thing, it's a reason. That's that first principle. Columbus will want to look at that lineout and figure out if there's a better option to take out in the middle of the field so we can have a clean possession out of that. It was a clean throw. Looks like we have a lineup now. It's the first lineup to the Valkyries. We'll see what they choose to do with this possession. It's short. Looks like there are 4 in the line. 3, and it's an overthrow and turned over, collected by Columbus. And back to clearing kick, but it did not find touch. It was fielded by Granville. And it looks like we have a penalty. It might have been obstruction, or she played it on the ground too long. I can't see what his hands and knees are telling us. He called that quickly, though. She might have played it. So, penalty to Columbus. They'll have a chance to clear the lines a little bit further this time. And we'll have another lineout to Columbus. So far, 2 lineouts, 1 for each side. We're 0 for 2 in terms of the throwing team keeping possession. So we'll see if we can do better. See if we'll do better in this one. This is throwing from the shady cold side of the field. And again, stolen, tapped away by the front of the lineout by the Valkyries. And that's Diamond Mettinger, who collected that loose ball and has made some damaging yardage over there. Off to the blind side where the forwards were waiting. That looks like Molly Glidden penetrating. And they were, Columbus wisely used the touch line to turn that over. We'll have another line out. Line out to Columbus. Full line. Referee would like to see it cleaned up a little bit. Make sure it's matched up.
Oh yeah, I forgot about her. How's that lady?
Referee is matching the numbers. And that's taken cleanly, but not straight. Usually,
come on, Emily with the wire, let's go.
Usually guess on a not straight even from this distance if the catcher has to rotate her body outward. It hits her outside shoulder, probably isn't straight. Hard to tell from where the drone is, I realize, but so that will be turned over to the Valkyries. They will choose to have an attacking scrum here. Might be a good choice considering the scrum possessions for both teams have been much more reliable than the lineout possessions. Good choice, right?
Let's go, Weber.
Sortillon has it in. They're going to take the right-hand blind. That ball is passed directly to touch. A loose pass. Turned over again. Chose the right. Didn't execute. Had Granville there. Try to insert. Touch judge is showing a throw to the Valkyries, so maybe the ball was glanced off of someone from Columbus. Can't imagine why else we'd be going this way. Looks to me like a Columbus throw. Touch judge was tricking us. All right, the official would like to touch judges are talking to the official right now. If you wonder what the stoppage is, they're having a conversation about the throw-in. It is to Columbus. Looks like it's gone to ground on the Columbus side. It's not clear possession's being it. It's come out on the Valkyrie side, so Columbus wasn't able to retain that ball. Looks like we're gonna now play to the Valkyrie side, to Whitney Swanson, to looks like Libby Berg inserting her inside shoulder. And we have a penalty against the Valkyries. Looks like holding on in the tackle. So Columbus will take, looks like they're going to take a tap and run it out. That is, again, Kiki Jordan taking that hard run. Counts for a lot of tacklers to bring her down. She's made some good space for her team, and to the kicker. Does find touch. Touch mark is still inside the 22. They probably would have wanted more. A little bit more gain out of that kick. But it was set up well by a first phase run by the forwards. So, on account of that recycled ball, this will be a throw to the Valkyries. So an attacking line out in just inside the 22 for the Valkyries. Looks like that one is brought down. That's the first successful clean line out we've seen by either side. This is out to Swanson. It was out to, that looks like an inserting run. Found a nice gap on the inside shoulder there. It's a good read from Swanson to see that gap happen. And that's a step from Anderson. Cycle it into the forwards. Columbus is doing an excellent job defending that line. Really good defensive pressure. Look at the line speed from Columbus moving forward on those balls. Portelon is looking for another ball out. That looks like it's to Anderson. And it's held up. Good attacking pressure from the Valkyries. Really good defensive organization and tenacity from Columbus to hold that ball out. It was held up, so it will be a clearing kick from, be a dropout from the Columbus team. They'll settle this down. When they catch their breath, she will find a spot to send this straight on into midfield. It's over the top of Kate Combs. Kate Combs fields it. That's an excellent tackle. Out to Swanson. Really great poaching position. And that's going to be holding on in the tackle. It's very well done by Columbus to get in position to poach that ball. And we'll have a clearing kick to touch. Couldn't see who did such a great job setting up for that poach. It might have been number 10, Devonna Francis, who got in position to claim that turnover in that breakdown. Really good defensive work by Columbus. So they have a line out. The line out thrower is Mary Cooner for Columbus. It's a nice clean throw. It's gone to ground though, and it's knocked. Went to ground, which was not a knock on, and the Valkyrie who tried to recover it knocked it on. So that is why it is a scrum to Columbus. And that's right. They were right. He was right.
Get up the scrum!
Solid and great. It's not hooked. There's a little bit of sideways pressure now in this one. It's a good ball out. Another 30 runner makes some good yardage back to the game line for Columbus. And the ball is moving wide, but the tackle line has moved And the referee has decided apparently that the defensive line was off.
Let's go, Valkyries!
Sides. Penalty count is stacking up against the Valkyries at this point.
Let's go, baby, let's go! Let's go, Valkyries!
Columbus will decide what to do with this penalty mark. It looks like they might again choose to tap and run. Good run from their number one, Kiki Jordan again. Might be tied up this time. Looks like Diamond Mediger is on that ball. It's going to ground, so it will come out. McKenna Simperman, who is in a swivel roll. Defensive pressure from the Valkyries. It's a good clean ball for Columbus. Again comes out. The defensive line meets.
Keep going, keep hitting! Don't do phases! Come on!
And that's it. Another penalty again. He, I believe, thinks somebody from the Valkyries was playing that ball on the ground. Maybe they're trying too long. Could be.
Come on, Valkyries, let's go! First hit! Come on, Yanni!
Penalty count
Let's
is
go forward!
getting to be quite
Don't get
lopsided
back.
at this point. So that is a good hard one from Lulu Darvell.
That's what I would say.
He has managed, looks like Mullen Glenn stripped it off of Darvell and has turned it over. And that's a ball to Avalara, but she had trouble handling it, so the defense has met her. Sordelon has it out to Roche. Excellent trip tackle by Kelsey Reese. Sordelon has it out again to Granville. Clearing. Sordelon recycles his ball. Cleaned up by the number 12, Erica Sweets. Excellent tenacious tackling. She's Stephanie Bowers in there. Looks like an inside pass to Haley Anderson. Tried to offload, and that was again excellent cover tackling. Not clear what's going on here. It would be good to find out. He needs to talk to someone about what he's continuing to see in these breakdowns. The Valkyries have go forward ball. Typically penalties don't go that direction. So Liebenberg is asking for some clarification as to what is the issue that keeps occurring at these breakdowns. Certainly everyone would like to see the game play. That's a good longer kick.
All right, let's go! Let's go! Come on, Valkyries!
Come on, Andrea! High five! You got this! You got this!
This will be a throw to Columbus. And Cooner again is the thrower. It's like a 5-person line here.
Go get it! Go get it, baby! Just like she's throwing it to you! Ah, yes! Good job!
And that has drifted a little offline, so that won't be straight. He's asking the Valkyries what they would like. So, a couple of interesting patterns. The penalty count has gone against the Valkyries. The lineouts, unfortunately, have been problematic for Columbus. They have not come down with a clean possession yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lineouts. So they're certainly going to want to chat about that at halftime, see if they can sort that out. These are possessions that, as a throwing team, you hate to give away. So Columbus, I'm sure, will get that sorted. We have a scrum to the Valkyries here. Clean feed. Columbus putting really good pressure on that scrum, but the ball came out quickly enough. Looks like there's an inserting wing. That would have been Granville inserting. Ball's out quickly to Swinson again. To Roche, who is trapped in the midfield by the Columbus defense. Good tackling from Kelsey Reese at 13 for Columbus. Anderson again taking an inside run. It's a little bit of a loose pass, but was recovered, not knocked on. Valkyries are putting more people in the breakdown. And it looks like we've knocked it forward or thrown it forward. Yeah, looks like a knock on. So I'll have a scrum to Columbus. There's not been many scrum feeds to Columbus. They've all been very solid, clean possessions. So we'll see if they choose to use their back row in attack or if they're going to come straight out to the backs. Not a very big blind side to work with, as you can see in the shadow of those trees. Oh, it's been turned over. He'd like it to be reset. Something going on there he wasn't comfortable with, so we'll pick that scrum up and reset it. And he's going to have it up again. Come look at it from the other side. Again, good pressure from the defending scrum. The Valkyries put pressure on that, so the ball did go to ground. It's a great inside step from Kelsey Reese. Put Nikki Post into space. She has got speed. Double tackle by Sarah Roche. He has the ball back. That's a counter ruck by the Valkyries. Looks like we'll play it out. Ball's out again to Talia Gray running hard into the midfield, the number 4. Just set a clean ball up. Out to Kiki Jordan, who again is trying to put some pressure on the tight forwards running into the midfield. Before then they move the ball wide again. Now it's to Abby Radnitzer in wide. Oh, that's a little bit of obstruction there. And the ball was out, so Kiki says that's good, you can play. So the Valkyries have turned that over, and Sordelon sees some space behind. It's fielded cleanly by Columbus. That's an excellent fielding and break. Yep, that's a good try. There you go. It was finished by Danielle Wako-Siu. Recovered that kick and finished that all the way through. Really nice up and field play by Columbus.
Breaking ankles like Steph Curry,
So lining up for the conversion. That try. It's Mary Cooner. Seems like a pretty good set. And that looks good. Good conversion. So now our score is Columbus 7, Valkyries 5. And Valkyries might want to think about that kick again, putting the ball in the hands of people who can field it behind their 50 and finish. That's quite a dangerous tackle. It was really well done by number 14, Danielle Wako-Siu. Looks like we're probably about 35 minutes into this half. Momentum switch there for Columbus. They'll be happy with that. So we'll see what the Valkyries do with this kickoff. Looks like Oshana Wright, she's doing the kicking duties for the Valkyries. And that goes deep well into the center of the field. Followed by Alia Gray. She's fending off defenders very well. Bounce around in there a little bit. Joanna Francis has it out. It's gone to ground, but it's picked up. Some stepping, really nice pickup and stepping by Kelsey Reese. Looks like we might come back to that little knock. Ball is bouncing. So this will be a scrum to the Valkyries. Pretty good attacking spot, nice blind side. We'll see what they choose to do. The last Valkyrie scrum, Columbus was putting pressure on them. Valkyries had to have it out pretty quickly. So see if Columbus is able to spoil this possession a little bit. The ball's in cleanly, and Columbus did drive them back. However, the ball came out the back. It looks like Sarah Roche is able to make some run meters on the blind side, and that's a penalty awarded to the Valkyries, which the Valkyries choose quickly. And Anderson, that was interfered by an offside player, so we'll come back to that. So we'll slow this one down. It was a quick tap, so it's to the Valkyries to play this. Looks like they tap it as well. It goes to Katie Weber. It goes to ground. It's good, strong tackling. That's Ayana Davalar, who is trying to run on the blind side and through. Looks like that would have been Libby Berg who finished that and went down. Just a few tight phases there. Tight forward said, we'll just take it from here. I believe Libby Berg finished that for the Valkyries. Unfortunate timing for Columbus. They had a lot of good momentum. Just got pinned in their own end a little bit by that right-hand blind. So the Valkyries have marched in pretty steadily after the kickoff to go back ahead. Now it's 10-7 in favor of the Valkyries before this attempted conversion. It's got to be pretty close to the last couple minutes of the half here. It's like Whitney Swenson lining this kick up. And it looks like it's going to fall short, so that try also goes unconverted. So we have a score now standing at 2 converted tries for the Valkyries, 10, and 1 converted try for Columbus, 7. Ticking down a few more moments until half. We'll see where Columbus wants to put this ball. See if they can get back into the Valkyries' end. Get some momentum back from that. So Mary Kuna will put this in play. Nice high short kick. It's going to drop right in the hole. Fielded by Katie Weber, who looked at an offload and opted not. It's well defended. Columbus chose to zero ruck that, which was wise. Wasn't going anywhere. It's a good run from Diamond Medinger. Kick ball out. Looks like the scrum half substitution has already happened now for the Valkyries. That is Delina Helsingborg playing scrum half number 20 for the Valkyries. And a penalty against the Valkyries for playing too long on the ground, I think. With the ball in hand at a ruck. So that's another of the penalties in that same vein against the Valkyries. I count at least 10 of those now. That's quite a few penalties. So Columbus will take the opportunity to touch and look for a line out. Like a pretty full line out this time for Columbus. Referee's happy with the line set. And it's stolen at the front again by Haley Anderson. She just got a hand on it before it got to the Columbus jumper. So it's come down on the Valkyries side, and now it's a bit of a messy ball trying to be cleaned up by Molly Glidden by forward. So another lineout that Columbus has not been able to attain or not. They're going to want to adjust that, certainly. There's a mispass to Sarah Roche to a little mishandle there in the Valkyries midfield. I believe that's going to do it. It sounds off. Mary Junior puts the ball in play. It's fielded by Haley Anderson. It was brought down. Looks like the Valkyries have continued forward, straight up the piece through Whitney Swinson there. Going out. That ball's gone to ground. That'll be a knock on. This will be a scrum to Columbus. Good attacking position. Just over the halfway line, at about the 10-meter line. And the attacking in for Columbus. Like Devonna Francis will have the ball in. And all the scrum possessions on both sides have been pretty stable. Stable and good, clean attacking balls. So we will see some pressure. Ball comes out to the blind side.
Stay off the line, please.
There's a tackle on the blind side right away. Ball comes out again to Stephanie Bowers. Defensive line from the Valkyries has pushed the line up a bit. It looks like another hard run from Jordan for Columbus. She accounts for a number of tacklers again. Valkyries are lined up for the next phase. That's a nice step. Another great inside step from Kelsey Reese for Columbus. Another good step inside. That's Kelsey Reese. And space to the wide lane. Number 11 is doing an excellent job. That's Marcia Bailey doing an excellent job at losing tacklers. I think she counted 4 or 5 tacklers and kept that ball in play. Really excellent attacking run from number 11. Columbus has the ball out again, but it has been spilled. Spilled in the attempted turnover by the Valkyries, so it'll be a scrum to Columbus, almost in the exact spot we had the last scrum.
Let's make the defense our offense, you guys.
Scrum to Columbus, almost scrum center. So that's backs this time. We could go either direction. It can happen sooner than he wanted to see it.
Go, Graham. Be on it. Oh, it's you, D. Sorry.
She's going to make sure this one is clean and stable. The ball's in cleanly. Looks like it's been hooked well out the back. Francis over the shoulder of Abby Radnitzer, but it was recovered. A little bit of a loose ball. Columbus manages to hang on to that possession and has it out to the hands cleanly with some dangerous running. Up, it's gone to touch. Good ball transfers again by Columbus. So they've gone to touch. It'll be like a line out to the Valkyries. Columbus did a nice job recovering what could have been a dangerous turnover ball in their midfield. It's a good recovery. So, just like to clean up the line out here. The official would like the numbers to match. The line out to the Valkyries. Because I've not had them going out throw-ins. It's a clean catch by Volstad, number 4. That ball is spilled in the midfield. Granville has to tackle Kelsey Reese, who probably picked it up. This is going to move that quickly, so it's a turned over ball. Tackle on number 12, Abby, who tried to keep it in play just by offloading it backward. This is a clean ball out, but it goes straight back. The defense is covering some space. Thomas is having a little bit of trouble getting a clean ball, one that they want. And now we're going to have a penalty awarded to the Valkyries. Might have been a situation where they played too long. So the Valkyries have taken a quick tap and are making some ground up that way. Have it out quickly. Looks like number 18 has come in for the Valkyries. And we're playing advantage to the Valkyries here too. 18 for the Valkyries is Shayna Sparrow. So that's a substitution we've seen. He's going to go back to the advantage he was playing on the outsides. So that's a couple of quick penalties against Columbus again. Changing the momentum a little bit. So kicker now is a number 18 who has come in the second row. That is Shayna Sparrow. Did not find touch. It's fielded cleanly by, I think that's Stephanie Bowers. So Columbus has the ball on their own end. And we're going to have a penalty awarded to Columbus, who again takes it quick. Valkyries have to let her run the first 10. I believe that's the number 7. Stolen back by the Valkyries because that runner was isolated. Good idea to run, but she was alone, which often turns into that kind of situations. Now the Valkyries have put the ball back into that corner where she had been. Again, offering it up to some very skilled attacking runners for Columbus. Looks like it's turned over to the Valkyries. Stolen in the tackle. This is Whitney Swinson to Kate Combs to O'Shana Rice. She was under the side. Breaking the tackle. She'll finish that play. A little bit of loose field back and forth on both sides. A little bit more open play this half. Maybe they've been able to clean up the point of contact, so there are somewhat fewer stoppages in this period of play. Seems that way, at least this point. We didn't have this many phases without someone creating an infraction at the point of contact. So maybe we've seen some adjustments. That would be good to see for both teams. Looks like the kicker now for the Valkyries had been Whitney Swinson taking conversions. This looks like Shayna Sparrow taking the conversion attempt on this kick. So she'll line it up. And the flags go up, so that try is converted. So now we have a score of 17 to the Valkyries, still 7 for Columbus. So what Columbus chooses to do with this kick, where do they want to play? So a few turnovers in a row there involved in that run of play. Penalties, quick taps. Quick tap by Columbus was a good idea. However, as sometimes happens, that runner then made so much ground that she got isolated, which led to the turnover, which led to the possession, which the Valkyries were able to score on. On that kick, it looks like it was received and then knocked on by the Valkyries. Erica Crosby was not able to handle that short pass, so now Columbus has a good start. It's what you, as the kicking team, it's what you hope is that you'll kick it deep and it won't be handled well, and then you will be provided a nice attacking possession in the attacking end just from the depth of your kick. So that's exactly what Columbus got out of that. We'll see what they choose to do.
Line up that tackle.
with this possession. So good clean scrum. It's to the back again. They are going to use the right-hand blind, number 6. Picks that up and runs. That's Mary Kuhner. And we come back to the strong side through Kiki. That's a great run by Kiki Jordan. Picked up and ran. Broke a number of tackles to get there. Excellent finishing run by Kiki Jordan. And good attacking scrum, end to end from Columbus. It's exactly the way you would script that to work. Mary Kuhner will be taking this conversion attempt. As it stands now, the score is 12 for Columbus, 17 for the Valkyries. She'll line this up. That conversion is good. Tries for Columbus is 14. Versus 17 for the Valkyries. We'll see how the Valkyries respond to that.
Come on, Valks, let's go!
Another player in for the Valkyries I see by the numbers is 17 Autumn White, who has come into the front row. So it looks like Jess Bolstead has come out in favor of Shayna Sparrow in the second row. It's cleanly fielded by Mercedes, and she's handed off to a forward who again, that's Kiki Jordan, does a great job fighting off tacklers. However, this time the Valkyries have caught her holding on too long, so that'll be a penalty to the Valkyries. So Cassie Urbana has also come in. She's the one who took they were not back 10, so that's another penalty. So the penalty count has turned around a little bit. He would like them to get back 10. I think that was the issue there. They went back 10 from the first one, so he's not going to award anything from the second one. It looks like we have a couple of Valkyrie forwards in. I saw Cassie Urbana, who's coming to the front row, and that's a kick to touch. Let's see if this lineup, if we can see more clearly who has joined. Still don't see any substitution numbers in for Columbus yet.
Let's go, squirrels! Let's go, green!
That throw is captured by Jess Bolstead. Cleanly to Whitney Houston. Good hands by Katie Weber. She offloads to Shauna Reich, who is a wing. Let's have that ball out quickly to Whitney Swinson on a loop. Good tackling by the midfield of Columbus. It's going to come back the other way now. That's Erica Sweets. Stolen. That offload was stolen by Francis. Stepped into the offload lane. Smart play by Francis. She was one of their experienced players. That's exactly. And now this is 14, who is we've seen a very dangerous runner. Very powerful runner. That's Danielle Lacasiu, who's going to finish that try all the way to the excellent finish by her. Here's in the kind of chance at her. You can see she has an excellent step, excellent stiff arm, very hard runner to bring down an open field. So well done by Columbus to move the ball quickly to her. So that brings the score to 19 for Columbus.
I see you, 14. I see you, Paul.
Mary Kuna will line up the attempt of this conversion. This is a long one, it's a tough one, almost at the touchline. It's a great finish on that try by Danielle Walko-Su. Keeps up. Trajectory, just not quite enough leg to get there, so that conversion does fall short. So the score now stands at 19 to Columbus, 17 for the Valkyries. Shayna Sparrow for the Valkyries will take this kickoff. It's a high kick, just a little over the head. It's not knocked on. It's number 18 is in for Columbus. That's Zoe Kimura has joined. Columbus keeps this possession. A nice inside step from Caitlin Martin, the number 5 there. Eluded the first tackler. Looks like the ball is tied up. The ball is out. It's on the ground. He's pulling advantage, it looks like. No, he's just holding the defensive line back. Columbus is trying to clean this possession up a little bit before they then move it and have it out. It's a very dangerous run to there to Marcia Bailu. Same play. So this is again Kiki Jordan accounting for a number of tacklers. Very damaging runner. Ball comes out again. This time to Jenny Reed. And there's a kick into space. Dangerous kick. It is fielded by Tina Lakari, who is coming at fullback. She then is going to put the ball behind into the hands of another very dangerous runner. Again, that was an excellent return from the key post. She's now gotten the ball to Kelsey Reese. Was tackled in the midfield, turned over in the tackle cleanly by the Valkyries. Thompson ball, the scrum-up ends up carrying that ball. She ran out of options, and it is turned over. However, that was hand in to make that happen, so the referee left. The rest of the Valkyries thought that was a good idea to take that quick tap, but Emily Jaluso took it. That's Haley. That's a forward pass there. Forward pass there. So Valkyries trying to attack on the quick tap weren't really quite organized to do it. So this will be a scrum to Columbus here, close to their left-hand touchline. Tina McCurry has made her presence felt and coming into the Valkyries back line. Clean scrum again, nice clean ball out to the backs, and that's a missed pass. It's going to ground, which has not always been a problem for Columbus. They've been able to recover these balls. But it did obviously yield a fair amount of territory, and that's Diamond Medinger for the Valkyries getting into the midfield for that tackle. Valkyries are counter-rucking more, it looks like. So a lot of people involved in this breakdown. everyone obviously trying to keep the official happy with it. They're not putting the ball on the ground. It's another quick ball out for Columbus, and that is Kelsey, who's an excellent attacker. Another well done by Shayna Sparrow to stop that pass. You saw her pin the arms of Marseille Bailou, because if that ball had made that one last pass, that was probably another long run there for Danielle Montpellier. So the Valkyrie defense just held on to that one. Zabisky, and good dangerous ball for Columbus. So this will be a scrum. The scrum to the Valkyries. Pretty narrow blind side here. It's cleanly hooked all the way to the back. Komsabov has it out on the strong side to Swenson. And it's turned over in the midfield. Quick pass by Erica Sweets was picked off, turned over to, that would be Nikki Post, finishing that long run all the way to the try line. Excellent turnover and finish by Nikki Post. Couldn't see what happened with the pass. I'm guessing it was another situation where there was an offload pass and someone stepped into the lane. You can probably see it better than I can from the ground. So good aggressive defense on Columbus's part. It was a good attacking strum from the Valkyries into the midfield, turned over, and Columbus then capitalized on that turnover. So we're now 24, and the Columbus kicker, which is Mary Clear, will line this conversion up. It's a pretty well-centered try. Is up, and it looks good. So that try is converted as well. So we now have a score of 26 for Columbus to 17 for the Valkyries. See what the Valkyries to do to respond to that. A couple of opportunistic tries. Columbus is doing an excellent job taking advantage of turnovers and finishing those, turning those into points, long runs. Got a number of dangerous finishers, the back three of this team. Shayna Sparrow will put this back in play. It's a good kick. It's going to drop. Just one bounce, two bounces. Emily Geluso was able to get into the space and make that tackle. Columbus has a clean ball out. Valkyrie's defense is trying to get up into the space and finish tackles. Columbus is just carefully retaining possession and moving it through phases, getting the ball to those dangerous attackers in the outside lanes. The number 13 carried that ball into contact. We'll have it out again. It's a good hard run. Columbus forwards are working very hard. It's another hard run into the defense by Kiki Jordan, number 1. She always accounts for a number of tacklers. It's a nice clean ball out. That's a good step. It's a nice break again by Post. Didn't have any support with her, so couldn't go anywhere with that piece, but Columbus did well to retain possession of it. And it looks like it's been turned over in the tackle here by the Valkyries. This is a run by... It's a run by Emma Geluso. And a Kirkman was the number 19 who carried that ball. This is a ball to Whitney Swenson, who is retaining that ball in the tackle. Valkyries are playing through a couple of phases. It's good defensive pressure by Columbus. That's Shayna Sparrow for the Valkyries who carried that ball in. Valkyries are trying to get people over the ruck to retain possession. This is Sarah Roche. And offload. That was Sarah Roche, 15, who made that initial line break. And we got a penalty to the Valkyries. I don't see what the infraction was. Maybe a high tackle, I don't know. Maybe came into the piece from the wrong side. Oh, he's awarded a try. So that was a clean break from Sarah Roche into the midfield. So the Valkyries now have added 5 to their tally. Now it's 22-26. And Shayna Sparrow will attempt the conversion. This one's not quite as straightforward as some of the others have been. Kick is up. Flags do not go up. So right now we have 22-26. Valkyries 26. Columbus. Columbus will bring this back. Turnovers seem to be the rule of the day. Teams that can gain a turnover and attack quickly with it have generated a number of the tries we've seen. It does seem that the penalty count has slowed down. I think that teams have figured out what the official is looking for, which is good. It lets the run of play move more freely. I think he's been consistent and clear. It's just a matter of sorting it out. So Mary will put it back in play for Columbus. It's fielded by Shayna Sparrow. It goes for a hard run. Good tackle by Mary Cooner. Valkyries have this ball out again to Sarah Roche. Move it out again to Whitney Swenson, who puts it on the ground. Fielded really well. He's kept on her feet again by Danielle Walker. Really excellent work by her. Almost throws that ball out, but a tiny knock on there. It's turned it over in the midfield from Columbus. So that'll be a scrum to the Valkyries. Got a player down here. Danielle Walker-Sear is still down. So we'll have a stoppage here. She's got a couple of pretty heavily strapped knees, so it looks like one of them might be giving her some pain. We'll have a stoppage now and we get this sorted out. Hopefully she's just got a cramp kind of thing. She's back up. Back up, we're going to play on. Looks like. Sounds like it was a cramp, so I think she'll be able to shake that off, which is good. She's an important player for Columbus. So we have an attacking scrum for the Valkyries based on that little mishandle in the Columbus midfield. So we will see what kind of possession this becomes. It's cleanly taken. Katie Weber picked it up. It's defended well by Columbus, so it's been turned over in that tackle. Valkyries are counter-weapon. It's picked up by Jenny Trevis finally for the Columbus Squirrels, and that ball is now out to the tight forwards again. That's number 3, who's done a lot of hard work. That's Lily Barlow. A lot of hard work. Columbus. And out cleanly to the backs. Again, a big step by number 11, who is very evasive runner. She's gotten the ball to Nikki Post. 11 again is Marcia Bailu. Looks like the ball has gone to touch now. Nope, he's got a penalty against the Valkyries here. Let's see what happened there. I'm going to guess it was a situation in the point of contact based on when the whistle blew. We still have a player down. This again is still Danielle Walker. See you. I think that her leg cramp is not quite going away. So she's waiting for either help or a substitution, one of the two. Helped off. The great game she's had. Such a dangerous runner. So the penalty is being played to Columbus. And that ball is spilled in the tackle. Valkyries will retrieve it. Spilled in the tackle, but it looks like he didn't want to play it in. It wasn't going to come out cleanly, so he'll just play a scrum here. Looks like Columbus has been able to substitute at this wing. They've put in, it looks like maybe Ray Levinson, guessing by the number, just joined for Columbus. Scrum possession to the Valkyries. Cleanly hooked and channeled. And he saw some early departure there. So we'll have a penalty awarded to the Valkyries. A little early on the defensive side from Columbus. So Valkyries are going to play this from the tap. To Combs, who picks up a ball that's gone loose. That's a high tackle. Quick tap from the Valkyries. And the ball to the right, through the hands. Kirkman then clears. Valkyries are looking to Jaluso. Ball is protected by Swinson. Ball again. Valkyries have numbers. Valkyries are playing through phases. Comes above wants it. And Valkyries race that possession. It's gone to ground. And it'll be a scrum to Columbus. Valkyries moved the ball. Looked like they had something on. Didn't quite connect. Ball's gone to ground. So we'll have a scrum to Columbus.
We got this, squirrel! Got it, squirrel! Hold on to the ball! You'll be
From the set, it's a clean put in. There's a lot of pressure now. The Valkyries are trying to move Columbus, but they didn't budge. Number 12, Abby Radinser puts it in play. It's fielded by Kate Combs. Is herself a pretty dangerous runner. She's going to keep that ball moving forward for the Valkyries. It's been turned over, it looks like. The ball is going to come out on the Columbus side. And this is another hard run from Lily Darville. This is a hard run by Kiki Jordan, who accounts for so many tacklers. It's very hard to defend. You can see how she collapsed the defense in on herself very effectively. Now this is more dangerous here. 6-3, I believe that is Ray Levinson. She's been taken to touch by the Valkyries defenders. So this will be a lineup to the Valkyries.
Let's go.
Line out to the Valkyries.
You're right there, Green. You're right there.
The substitution looks like just Bolstead is going off, and that's Holly Valks coming in. Held on to by the Valkyries. Barely recovered by Swenson. That's Katie Weber in the midfield. It's turned over. That ball was in play, but lost by, I think that was Sarah Roche, and it fell into the hands of Nikki Post. So that was an exciting moment. This is a hard run from, I think that's Demi Reed. This is Weber trying to counter-ruck. It's a good inside step from Mary. Peter, I believe. Columbus has it out again. They're going to try to move it quickly. This is a hard run by Kelsey Reese in the 13. Another hard run into accounts for tacklers, stepping back on the inside shoulder. Number 7, McKenna Simperman. Columbus are playing 2 phases. Looking for a break. There's a hard tackle there on Lulu Darville, but again retained by Columbus. Columbus have numbers on this side, so this will be dangerous events. Columbus had a good chance there to have a dangerous attack. Just knocked on the last offload, just that last connection they couldn't make. So this will be a scrum. This will be a scrum to the Valkyries. Columbus had some good ball movement there.
Like 6 minutes, guys. Come on.
Looks like we're bringing in Jessie Bantatibas in the second row, or maybe she's going to flanker here for Columbus. Getting some fresh energy into the scrum for Columbus. Someone's taking a minute there. Looks like Kelsey Reese is needing a moment. And time is back on. Scrum possession. All of the scrums, each team has won all of their scrums. It's cleanly put out to the backs. And it's spilled by the backs for the Valkyries, so that just put their attack on the back foot. Is cleaned up to go forward a little bit. Comes above, has it out to Sarah Roche. Pushing the leg. Looks like it's turned over. Well, it's hard to tell who's going to come out with this. That's been turned over by Columbus in the tackle. So they have it out quickly. It looks like to Nikki Post.
That's it, Kiki. Yes, Kiki.
Hard run again by Kiki Jordan. Columbus is wisely taking their time with some of these possessions. That's a very hard run by Lulu Darville. Very hard run by Lulu Darville. And number 9, Stephanie Bowers has it wide. This is to Kelsey Reese. Has it back up forwards. Columbus really needs to do, that's a penalty against the Valkyries. A little ambitious there in trying to get a turnover where there really wasn't one to be had there. So the Valkyries are in desperation mode now to try to get their hands on the ball. Columbus will be comfortable to try to slow the pace down a little bit and just retain possession at this point. So a tap to Columbus, and a run. It's a good hard run by Mary. Attempted at a turnover by Weber. Mary held on, got the ball back. It's a hard run by Jen Trevis for Columbus. Now the ball is moving into the wide spaces. Lots of speed out there for Columbus. That's an excellent long run by Mercedes Bailu, just barely hemmed in. Corralled again by the Valkyries defense. Looks like the Valkyries might have recovered the ball. Yes, the Valkyries have recovered possession. they've got a good 55 meters to go to do something with it. There's almost a turned over ball there, and that's passed forward by the Valkyries trying to keep that ball in play. So this will be a scrum to Columbus. Valkyries really trying to force play at this point, so that was not a bad idea, but a little bit rushed. So as a result, it was a slightly forward pass. Scrum to Columbus. Columbus looks like they might be making another substitution. It's a good engagement. And it says the ball in. That's a good surge from the Valkyries. It does shoot out the back. Looks like it's been knocked. That pressure was generated by the pressure from the scrum. So they forced kind of a loose ball out the back, which Columbus then knocked on. So that is really the first scrum possession that has been turned over in this game. Both sets of scrums have been very solid, so it's clearly a concerted turnover effort by the Valkyries scrum to create that situation for Columbus, so now the Valkyries have to put in. Very wide blind side here. The Valkyries are lined up with a strong side with their backs, even though they are almost centered. So this could be that they want the blind side to be open and undefended. Looks like they're going to go to the strong side. To the backs. And that's O'Shauna Wright. And that is to Sarah Roche. That was a forward pass. And that'll be that. So the final score we have is 26 Columbus, 22 Valkyries. Really interesting, well-contested game. Both sides